Welcome into KSR's Rapid Reaction following Kentucky's 96-56 win over North Florida, the Ospreys. It was a great way to go into Thanksgiving with a 40-point victory here in Rupp Arena. I'm with Jack Pilgrim. You know the drill. We sit here for about 5 to 10 minutes. We recap what happened. But today's a bit unique because even though I was here in Rupp Arena, an hour and a half before tip-off, I didn't see the game. I was doing something else that you might see later, but I'm sitting here to react to something I did not see. So it's going to be more of me quizzing Jack about what I missed. So I'm just going to start with what I at least know from being in the building. Looked like Antonio Reeves had quite a game.
Yeah, and after a cold spell the last week, he didn't shoot above 33% in any of the three performances, especially the ones that actually mattered, Michigan State and Gonzaga. He shot very, very poorly, and that's definitely not what you're looking for out of what could be Kentucky's leading scorer. He finally gets hot again, 18 points in the first half. He was absolutely sensational, creating his own shot, kind of setting up things in ISO and had that big buzzer beater to end the first half. Really I think, set things on fire in terms of pace and tempo and just kind of getting the offense kind of rolling again after struggling so bad last week.
You were in that rowdy Gonzaga environment. Obviously, shooting did not go well there, but you've been at all the games so far. Is there something that's the building or something teams have done? Why is Reeves and Frederick, who didn't play as much tonight, but just in general, they've shot it well here, but not on the road?
I think part of the concern is it a spotlight thing? Is it the lights too bright in the environment, the crowd too rowdy? You can't have a guy that's going to go for 20 against a Duquesne or a Howard or even a North Florida. You need a guy who's going to be able to go get you a bucket in March Madness and the SEC tournament against Gonzaga and Michigan State. So that's kind of my biggest takeaway out of all of this is, Antonio looked good. Jacob Toppin went for 20 and 10, and Oscar Tshiebwe won his most impactful player belt, and we'll definitely talk about that and the significance of that. But it's North Florida, and they came in, I think, number 217 in the Ken Palm, 287 defensively, so not a good defensive team. The energy wasn't there, so still in wait-and-see mode.
Yeah, you took my next note. I only know a few things. Reeves, and then I saw Oscar because he's still walking around wearing it. Someone who doesn't shy away from the bright lights. Oscar had a huge game, filled the stat sheet, had the big play where he gets the breakaway dunk. But he's now wearing the most impactful player belt, a new part to the team. I guess we'll be seeing a lot of it. Cal was surprised Oscar wore it out of the locker room and around the building. I think he was supposed to leave it there. But talk about this new trophy the team has for an individual performance.
And I'm curious what that means, the significance behind it. Is that a team morale thing? Is that trying to create some false confidence or have something tangible to hold on to as a way to build confidence internally or create some internal competition? A lot of the talk with Oscar Tshiebwe after his unbelievable performance, I have the stats right here in front of me. He goes for 16 points, 15 rebounds, 3 steals, 5 assists, 2 blocks. I mean, just unbelievable all-around performance for him. But his big kind of takeaway after the game was, I have this now. I'm the first person to earn this, but now it's about other people to come steal it from me. I'm not going to give this away. I'm not going to be somebody that's just going to hand you my trophy. I'm going to earn this, and I'm going to go out and try to earn this belt again next game. But if you do happen to earn it from me and you're able to put it up in your room and kind of look at it as a trophy of sorts, now you can celebrate that and have somebody else try to earn it from you. So I kind of see what they're doing with the competition side of things and, build some internal confidence after a week where that clearly slipped a little bit.
If Oscar will ever take it off, he might be wearing it to Coach Cal's house tomorrow where they're doing Thanksgiving dinner. Players talked a little bit about like that. They're going to enjoy a day away from basketball, enjoy the holiday. I thought it was funny. Oscar actually said, "Happy Thanksgiving." And I don't want to get it wrong, but he said, "I hope y'all aren't still mad that we lost last week," or something like that. He's just so Oscar.
He said, you guys need not to be so pissed about how we played last week. We'll get it turned around. So
just
thankful for him.
The greatest personality. We also saw several other personalities. I'm going to try a little segue there. I'm going completely off just what I saw sparingly, but it looked like outside of the main starting 5, a lot of minutes were shared. Saw Adu a lot late. I mean, when you're up by 40, you can do this. Your boy Hugo, Livingston, I believe, had about 15, 16 minutes. Did we learn anything from the rotation players seeing a little increased time here and getting some experience?
No. We did not.
I tried.
We did not. But I do think that there is something to be said about the production that Duthero provides, the production that Chris Livingston's doing. I think he's a 4, and I think that's something Cal is starting to realize. He is much better suited as a slasher, somebody who's going to attack you from, that fourth wing or fourth guard spot from the left or right corner. I think we saw him kind of in his element, drawing fouls, getting, kind of initiating the physicality. That's what you want out of him. This was a good opportunity for that. Again, it's a confidence builder. Duthero knocking down threes. He needs to play his way into the lineup, play his way into the rotation. Tonight was a good step toward that. Cal singled him out as well. Ugo, Lance Ware out due to sickness, even though he was sitting in the middle of the bench. That doesn't add up to me. If you're, around the holidays, the kid is sick, but you have him sitting on the bench with the team. And if he needed to play, he was available, I guess. That's what Cal said. I don't know. But in his place, Ugo stepped in. I thought he did a really, really good job. 7 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So typical Ugo game. I thought he did a lot of really good things. Again, it's North Florida. You expect him to dominate against a team that was admittedly not very good, but he did his job, and that's all that matters.
People were missing Ware, as you said, just a minor illness, minor enough that he could be in the locker room. Again, I might have left him at home for the North Florida game, but whatever. It sounds like he'll be fine. CJ had a little bit of hammy issue. Cal even admitted he got scared at first, but it sounds like that's nothing. He was a little limited tonight, but nothing long-term.
Yeah, when he walked into the locker room, I saw him grab his hamstring, the same hamstring that he tore and had surgically repaired last season. He pulled up and kind of grabbed it and went straight to the locker room, and I said, oh, that's not good. But he came back shortly afterward. Cal said it was just a cramp, said that is it scared him more than anything, scared CJ more than anything. Nothing to be worried about with CJ. He's all good. CJ and Lance will be just fine, maybe even as early as the Bellarmine game.
Get a little time off, then you got Bellarmine. They beat Louisville. Yeah, everybody beats Louisville. But they do a lot.
You could beat Louisville. Yeah. You could start for Louisville, I believe.
Well, we did see Gonzaga backdoor Kentucky a few times and really take advantage of the defense maybe being lost and a little lazy. If there's a team that can do that to you, it's Bellarmine. I don't think they'll win, but Kentucky can't just roll in here out of bed and think they're going to win that game.
And I think that's a good thing. I'm glad that we now have this on film, and Cal even brought it up, that we now have the ugliest of ugly on film, the backdoors, the breakdowns, the selfishness offensively, that's a bad shot versus that's a good shot. All of this stuff, in that 1 week span, if there's one positive takeaway out of all of it, is now you have it all on film now to say, don't do that, do that. And Bellarmine is definitely a team that we saw, them beat Louisville. We saw them do all the, fundamentally sound things to beat a very bad Louisville team, but the talent difference should still be pretty clear. They go out and beat Louisville, and I think that's, something that we now have on film for Cal to look at and go, you will be embarrassed just like Louisville was on the national stage if you played just like they did. So all things considered, it's all good.
Well, coming back from a disappointment at Gonzaga, which is also Jack's vacation. Good to have him back. Yeah. A 40-point win here in Rupp Arena was a nice cleanse, even if it wasn't against the toughest of competition. After that, I guess on Saturday, our other favorite sport, we got a big game. Then on Tuesday, it's Bellarmine?
Yes, Bellarmine.
Tuesday. So that's what's ahead for UK basketball and then football on Saturday. We hope you'll tune in for those and keep tuning in with us here on the KSR YouTube channel. Hoping to have some fun Thanksgiving stuff for you tomorrow. Until then, go Cats and happy holiday.